Yeah, Destiny, it is hard to believe we're doing it all again here, huh? I was actually talking to the supervisor of elections about that this week, that there have been 6 elections in Jacksonville over the course of 18 months. They haven't had a break from the election cycle. They've been in it for a year and a half now, but here we go again. So they've been training and prepping, and we're getting ready for another one to start up again tomorrow, and they'll be filling this building here, the supervisor of elections headquarters in downtown, with voters, and it's going to start tomorrow, run for the next 2 weeks. That's through the 19th, which is a Sunday. 2 weeks from now, you can do early voting any day in that span, including weekends. The hours are a little different, but you can go any day for the next 2 weeks, and that's at any of the 18 locations across the county. You don't have to go to one closest to you. If you happen to be across town grocery shopping or whatever, you can stop in there and vote. But on Election Day, which is the 21st, then you do have to vote at your assigned precinct, which you can find online. So they'll run early voting all the way through the 19th, take a day off on the 20th to get everything ready for Election Day on the 21st. And the supervisor of elections, I was talking to him a little bit about this, and he was saying that he just always recommends folks really consider early voting as an option going forward, because we saw actually a slight decrease in the 2022 election. Only about 1 out of every 5 registered voters in Jacksonville voted by early voting. That was a drop from about 27% in 2018, the last really comparable election, but he's hoping that folks will really consider that early voting option.
I think the safest place to vote is early voting. It's because if there is a problem, we've got time to fix it. On Election Day, that's it.
Of course, there's another option we haven't talked about, and that's voting by mail. I was checking out the election headquarters website, and they pointed out they've had about 19,000 ballots sent in by mail so far, and those are going to keep rolling in. If you are expecting a vote by mail ballot, you probably should have received it already. It's important to note that a state law change actually dropped everyone off of the request registry. So you have to request again here starting at the beginning of 2023 if you want to have a vote by mail ballot. And it's not too late to do that. You can request by Saturday. You can do that online. You can do it over the phone, or you can do it in person right here. Although if you're coming here anyway, you might as well just early vote at that point. In downtown, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.